Okay. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to Psi Divine. Tonight we're going to do a collective reading to start. And then yes or no questions. Thank you for liking the stream, Jenny. How are you, goddess? Hello, Rain. Hello, Manisha. All the beauties in the room at once. It's too much. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening or day, wherever you are. I don't know. All right. So, let's dive in. With a quick collective reading. And if you have questions, start marinating on them, their thoughts. All right. Let's start with 6. 6, what's going on in the air tonight for the collective?
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soap.
Okay, that was pretty big. What I'm getting from that, the words that come to me is manifest destiny. So somebody in the collective is making some solid decisions about what it is and what it isn't, who they want to be, who they want to have access to or give access to, decisions of the self, which is good. Let's see how you got there. So some of you, nobody needs to own this. We're just quite collective. Somebody was waiting on somebody who had other somebodies. You may have decided you are done with a situation that isn't, something that you went back and forth on. Ooh. Whoever the person was that's being left behind or moved away from, they wasn't good. This wasn't a good energy. And this is in reverse. For me, it feels like someone who was in and out, but also selfish, feels abusive, feels user comes to me. User comes. Somebody who definitely not good for the feelings. Ryan Hody. Be kind of difficult to massage you through a screen, yes? This is a collective reading now, so do I have to put that on there? Questions will be answered after. Okay. So some of you are moving away from this energy, whatever. Some of you may have even blocked this person. And you may have blocked because you really kind of needed to do that. It was the right thing to do. And I'm going to, well, I can't clap. I'm holding cards in one hand, but I am emotionally golf clapping for you. I really am. This was the thing that needed to happen. This is strength. What I hear is resolve. I feel like this is just repeat data, but you know all you need to know in this situation about this person. You know nothing changes, or you've just, I don't want to say giving up, but the person didn't protect you, didn't do the right thing. For some of you, they didn't know how to do the right thing. That was a chunk of cards. Okay. Some of you walked away and you may have had to leave things behind. Could have been important things. But if they were just physical things, no one cared. Move on. You have your health. You have yourself. Some of you have chosen to just walk out of that cycle. It's over. It's done with. And it comes back. Some of you are just not going for the conversation, not going for another round of shadow boxing or hot boxing. Oh, I hope it wasn't all that. I hope that wasn't the case. Some of you have gone into a place, or your person may not be reaching out to you either. They may be holding back some type of response. And then we get the Lovers. This person hasn't responded, but test. I'm just going to call it a test. This person is thinking about coming back around because you still have value. Whoever this is, you did a good thing to block. You've done a good thing to move into a place of protection. And though you may feel like you've taken some steps forward in this, are you ready for the test? Let me cover my creepazoid face. Okay, so there's a little bit of a, I don't know who sings that song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Some of you feel this person's energy still floating around the emotional toilet bowl. It is time to flush it. Now, I gotta tell you, looking at the cards go this way make me feel kind of bitchy. This person is really thinking that nothing has changed. You're definitely, yeah. For those of you who are experiencing this, when the test comes back around, I would highly suggest gray rock. Look it up. It's a thing. Backing off. I just don't know even about interacting with this. And I'm going to call it it. You know what I'm talking about if this is your data. We just call it it. It isn't it. And I'm saying ignore. That wouldn't be the worst thing you could do. This person is just, okay, and worth mentioning, this was in reverse. When this person comes back, they come back with no manners. Still just the way they left, or the way you left them. They're still rebellious, still absent of manners, still like, just now I saw a video game where whoever the character is, these coins were dropping into their pockets. That's what I saw. Cover my face again. Knight of Wands comes in here, right? But that was in reverse. This person is not nice. They're just not nice. If it was upright, this might be someone who might just come in quick and bounce out when the shit is over, right? They get what they want. They expect your generosity, they leave. But in reverse, I don't think this person's going to take your no or your apprehension or your line of logical questioning. I don't think they're going to take any of that very well. Let's see what the angel guides say about this data. Advice. Okay, that was easy. Okay, so 9 comes out in reverse also. So I'm testing another deck. So I'll not be showing this one either. For whoever's going through this data, this person that you're dealing with left you with some inner struggles, right? You're wondering if this person's capable of changing. That's called just having a large heart. Adopt a dog. This person that it lacks self-awareness. They have some type of influence over you. Whatever the influence is, I think you need to figure out what the influence is. Is it time? Is it familiarity? Is it family? Or is it just pure sticky, gooey emotions? I think that needs to be realized, evaluated. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Crystal Law, we're doing a collective reading. After the collective reading, I will answer questions. Okay, back to whoever's dealing with this data. It needs to be evaluated how you feel, how you got in this situation. If you're considering letting this person back into your space, they come with destruction. More of the same. And my card of something dangerous possibly happening is here too. So, if you choose to interact with this person, somebody still has no feelings, again, like I just said, you will find that the fire is extinguished, is exactly what I heard. You will understand why this person isn't in your space. I don't want to say it's divine interference, but shit, let it be. And this person is very childish, very childlike. And I get the feeling of someone who won't admit their faults, can't come back with logic. It's a wall. I see a brick wall. So perhaps it's like talking to a brick wall, maybe. Hopefully you don't make out with it also. Your guides do want you to know you're on their own. If you're thinking about calling this energy back in, letting it back in, whatever, letting it breathe your air, it puts you on the wrong path, brings in stress. In the meantime, something you're worried about, if this person brings you worry or concern or doubt, makes you feel overwhelmed, then you got to do something about that, right? Some of you don't have a plan. Oh, okay. That really popped to me just now. For some reason, one of y'all needs a plan of action. I'm not making weird faces. I just have to sneeze. Plan of action comes through. So I take these cards in a little bit more. I take these cards from a picturesque sense. Whoever's in this energy right now or going through this, I think you get a vibration from these cards too. Something about don't sleep. I hear don't sleep. So, for whoever's going through this state, if you're dealing with somebody who is hands-on, abusive, overly emotional, and you have space and in your own space, or you're not with this person at this time, there's a test coming back around, and it's a bad one. Okay? This person wants you to give in. So anything against that, I guess, is a problem. I'm just saying don't even have this person in your space if you've managed to not be with this person. If you are with this person, get the fuck out, or vacation, family visit, anyone? I would, okay. Because the test comes out in reverse and in the colors, trust and safety, security, can be bad conversations, talks that go wrong, talks that, or lack of talks that may motivate someone to an act of hate. It's trusting what you fucking know you shouldn't be trusting. Some of you are, if you're in this situation, you won't get out sitting in one spot. So something may be coming your way as a test, a part of this test, that includes following up on it, making the moves to get help, to get space, to move away from this person. There's something that's left, it feels like a crumb of data that allows for feels like there's something that allows for access back into you. Okay? What I keep getting is a message about somebody needing to change their phone number, or there's some digital connection of some sort, some gate, or I don't fucking know. Feels like there's something there that, and never mind, listen. Not taking the test puts you in a place of feeling stuck. There is loss financially. It is a failed lesson that you've already learned, but not digesting. Wanting someone to do better and allowing them back into the space is like hope. Hoping a shark will change teeth or a snake changes their attitude or opinion. I don't know. 3 comes out in reverse here. So the spirit, the mind, the body, the mental health. It's like throwing this out the window. Some of y'all have a very important test coming up. Angel guides. I hope this isn't none of y'all. Yeah. This is the childish one returning. Or trying to. Lesson circling the block. Be very careful, angel guides. I do not like this, the energy of this, of it. 6, do you have anything for the collective on that angel advice and data?
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care. I don't care, I don't care.
Anything else, 6?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
How about one more? So I do feel digital connection from somebody who they don't care. It's about power, control, access, ego. What I hear is, can I do it again? Take the test, guys. Pass it. Okay, that was the collective reading for whoever needed it. Now, let's see. Who's still here? I'll take some yes or no readings. see. All right. So we'll do some yes or no. Who's still here? Andrea? Leela? Okay, Jenny G. Will you pass the test? Focus on that question for yourself now. Just focus on that question. That's fine. What the hell? Jenny G. I get no. It's like you choose not to take it or something. Or you don't trust yourself, or something to do with trust and value of self. More no's. I asked for clarification. More no's. Wishful thinking. Not listening. There's the loss. In reverse, yes, it's true. So lying to yourself. Opportunity to avoid an error, maybe not taken, and no again. Is this your anxiety? Well, it started with an angle. This came in at an angle, not full choice, but it seems like a sudden, like a quick decision. You get the Powerball button. So this was a quick, the no seems like it happens with a quick decision, like it's a passion, instinctual. Fortunate something. Like it feels like a quick thought. And it feels like the energy of the masculine making the move first in the name of love or lust or whatever the word is. And it's a promise or an expectation or a hope on maybe your part of wanting to believe the best in people. Could be insecurity, which is where the button comes into play. This person knows how to push your buttons. And this person believes that you still will talk to them, hear them out, connect. I also get I hope I'm feeling this one incorrectly. Hold on, let me double check for myself. So what I was getting is the feeling of somebody, like an energy of someone who just shows up, or you run into this person. Whatever it is, it feels like a quick test coming in, fast access. Feels like you know better. Know like there's that little voice inside or on your shoulder, like, this person is coming in fast for what they want, which is the feminine energy. And they come in with this formulated idea of how things will go. But in truth, it's a double side, it's a two-faced energy. It's a two-faced energy. It's a three-faced energy you know you shouldn't trust. It's wishful thinking. It's knowing better. Pass the test. I mean, you gotta make a choice for what you're gonna do about that. This person really believes that they can outthink you. So you get your 7 in reverse and you get somebody bringing you an ending or bringing a completion, or I can get what I want, this is what I want. I know you'll open up to me, or can be game to bring it to a smaller container. Oh, hope it's not a container. Who is this person? Okay. I sense your anxiety. Think 10 steps ahead. All the time. There is no list, Leo Rose. I take your energy as I see you. When I look up and I look at the chat, I go, oh, that person's not just dropping their question in 400 times. I'll take their. Well, Jenny, you got some extra data to consider. You're going to be okay. You got this. You got this. You got this. And that person could probably use a lesson or two in rejection. Boop. Whether they're getting it from you or someone else. You should definitely not be standing in the path of the energy they've put out when it returns. For shizzle. Okay. Leo Rose, you are you resting well, Leo Rose? Let's see. Is Ryan here? Who's the other name? Andrea. Leela. Any of those names still here? Leela. All right. Everyone else pay attention to the chat. Just dumping your question in won't get it answered. That's not how I work. And I notice when you do that, and I'll kind of make sure I read you last. So don't do it. Say hi to the chat at least. Gee, say hi. Like, hi. Hello, Kira. Sorry. I don't even know how to pronounce the next name. Ch Wakas. CW. Hello. Well, you're new. Welcome. I hope you subscribe and hit the like button. It helps. Hit the like button. I'm doing well. Thank you, Kara, for asking. How are you? Leela, you have a question. Do you want to type it in or you want to think about it? I like it when you think about it instead of typing it in. Hello, Hollow Scream. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, Leela, focus on your question. Yes or no? When you're focused on your question, type the words okay. Just not the words, but type O and K into the chat. O and K. I feel like 6 has something to say. I don't know if this is for you, Leela. 6, what's your message?
Correct!
Okay, you do have a message. What's the message?
Are you challenging me?
Anything else? And Hollow Scream, I'm doing yes or no questions. All right, stay focused on your question, Leela. Yes or no for Leela. Sounds about right. Got some ego blocking going on. Yeah. So you get a no, it's in reverse. So it's a no with strings attached, which could be a no for right now. This could be related to money, something being denied, or what I just heard is unattended to. Yes. Something not being done, not being clarified. Asks them and move on. It is a cycle for whatever this, it's a no at this time. But it could change. Feels like conversation needs to be had, but isn't. So for right now, it's a no. Hi, Sumaya. Good Lord. Leela, I don't know if you're still here, but you got some wishful thinking going on. And the cycle, somebody's not being honest about what's really going on. Maybe not being honest with yourself about it, what's going on. Okay, Leo Rose. Yes, Sumaya, I can do readings as when I look up and I see the chat going up, whoever's on the screen is kind of... And anyone who just hops in and dumps their question in, you definitely don't get read next. Say hi to the room or, damn. Okay. Oh, is it because he's in jail? Oh, well, Leela, you got your answer. Oh, you got your answer. You know. Hello, Gemini Lady. Hello, May Hooper. Hello, Crystal Lua. But I don't just answer questions when you just hop in and dump your question in. Okay. So who was I going for? Leo Rose, are you still here? I gotta make another thing. And for the room, there is no list. I'm taking your energy as I see your name up on the screen. So if you're just dumping your question over and over again, it looks rude to me. So maybe just, when you see me finish another person's reading or something, then hop in and say hi so I see your name. And I also take the reading according to your energy when I see what you write. Hello, Monroe. Yes, and people joining. Yes, please like and share, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see who's next because who I just called isn't here. Sumaya. Don't type your zodiac sign. There are other readers who would do a phenomenal job with the zodiac stuff. I'm not one of them. So Sumaya, just focus on your yes or no question. Type okay into the chat when you fully focused, and then I will go from there. By the way, guys, I don't answer ridiculous questions. Anyways, and I'm not going to respond to certain comments that are just typed into the chat to distract. I see you. Please type okay in the chat. Okay, I see you, Samaya. Stay focused. You get a double no on that. I feel like this no has something to do with your choice too, or actions, inactions, irresponsibility of some sort. Samaya, you're focused on something that is kind of wasteful. Overprocessing in thought. So there's a block of self. It has a no in multiple directions there. It's you refusing to accept no. That's why it's coming out in multiple directions. You're hoping for yes to the point where you may be a little bit distracted. But there's a block happening here. So it's you blocking off awareness, blocking on movement to whatever else. Something that maybe serves you better. It's putting a block in front of yourself. So you may be focused on someone who is kind of indifferent, not being honest with yourself also. Kay wants to know Kay, you want to know, will M and you reconcile? Will K and M reconcile? So what I get is no, because of somebody not taking action, and another person is stalling, someone else is avoiding. Well, Sumaya, you don't know how to react. Where's your focus? What are you focused on? Are you focused on something that's for you? Are you focused on something that is giving you fair focus in return? Are you giving your energy to the wrong places? Okay. Okay, you got some healing to do, as in focusing on your health healing to do. Your guides are trying to give you some assistance at this time. Be aware, pay attention. It's about trusting yourself. Something you're supposed to be working on, gifts. You're gifted. The higher self. You have plans for something. Making plans. I get two, okay, the exact same card comes out kind of twice, involving your gifts, skills, things that earn money now or abundance now or later on. Make sure you're at all times also manifesting inner peace. My card of getting rest, healing for the body comes out more than once. Be aware of what you're manifesting. And it is a time to have a lot more belief in yourself. Trusting yourself is a big thing here. So if there's something that you're afraid of or within yourself, or what I hear is, will they like me? I don't know. I hope that's. Nonetheless, in the healing, you're getting awareness of yourself and the others. Overthinking the others first. You're welcome, Psi Divine. I'm sorry. You're welcome, Sumaya. Your name sounds close enough to mine. I'm just reading from a distance. I'm blind. Will the ex move out soon? Hold on a second. Had a message for Sumaya. Ew-wee. Sumaya, be careful. You may be thinking yourself back into another spin cycle. And that could come in, whoever you're thinking about, whoever the other person is, the hot and cold one, the two-faced one who looks good and acts bad. You may be inviting this type of energy, and it is a cycle worth breaking for shizzle. Yeah, let's break that cycle. And we can break it by focusing that powerful brain on something else, doing a lot of overthinking. And it's be careful of what patterns you get stuck in friendship, love. Sometimes the unsaid things or being shy about speaking up for yourself, sometimes that can leave a lot of room for sleepwalkers to come hang out in your space, messing stuff up. You can attract someone who's very opportunistic and very much a user. And I don't want that. You're not allowed to have users in your space. Sorry. No users. So be careful with those cycles. Okay, Gemini. Gemini lady. Focus on your question, Gemini lady. And what I just said was for Samaya, just so we're clear. Gemini lady, please focus on your yes or no question. Okay. Yes or no isn't even coming out. You're getting a double test. What do you want? The yes or no from the cards almost like, okay, yes or no doesn't come out. So it's almost like the yes or no of your question is irrelevant or not coming through clearly. I get the energy of asking about this other person. Do you really see it for what it is? You get the test. So where's your heart? Are you listening with your ears or peering off into the unknown? There's not even a yes or no coming out for you. It's a fucking blank card. Okay, let's keep going. So when we finally get to something, it's a no with strings. It's a no with variables. It's what do you want? Because it's not a solid no. It's in reverse. But I'll turn it this way so you can look at it. You may be giving up too much of yourself, sacrificing yourself, being of service to someone, and you may not be in the service, is what I'm saying. You may be, what's the word? You may be dealing with someone who feels entitled to the space, despite there being a certain amount of space between you two. So I don't ever see the blank card as being a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's up to you. What do you want? And even if it's like a will they move out, is that really the question? Like, is that, what do you want? I keep hearing that. What do you want and what are you doing to move towards that thing, that to the environment that you want? So there's two tests here. Test of self, test of the others, waiting on someone to complete a cycle. But is that really how this works? You want him out, but in the card is infinite potential for possibility. There's a no with strings attached. So at this time, I don't think you're, okay, clarify this. I asked to clarify their intention on moving out. Oh no comes out in reverse. So there's no, it's no, oh no, going down a roller coaster. It's a, oh no. This person, you may be dealing with someone, okay, so I see irritability. I see zero awareness of self, perhaps bully or block energy. Someone, it feels like the energy of someone taking advantage. Another test. And this is a test of direction. Opposite directions. No comes out in reverse again. Yes comes out. Like it's a lot of back and forth with two energies. I guess that's why we get the two tests. So there's a loss of logic to this data. Like maybe somebody just being lazy on making the next steps. Someone being illogical or behaving like they don't know they're unwanted in a certain space. And the 3, it's a group number, like it's more than what it could be. It could be other people intercepting, giving their opinions. That was in reverse, though. So you can read the card in reverse if you'd like to. And we would, if we read it in reverse, it'd be no move. So you may have somebody who isn't really trying to take the next step or isn't aware. But there's 2 people who needs, I don't want to be a douche when I say it, but it feels like the energy of 2 people who can't or are not choosing to have fair and balanced conversations about what's next. So if it's safe to do it, maybe that needs to happen with fairness and honesty or something. A lot of compassion. Till then, there's this space and this block and people's emotions being tested. It's it's like 4 people in one. If there were 2 roommates, one, A and B, it's now A, B, C, and D. So some honest talks need to happen. If it's not safe to do so, maybe you're the one that needs to move or something. At the bottom of the deck, though, we got these crosses. So it's ego versus logic. It's awareness, it's awareness to the point even of I'm not going to do something just because it fucks with you. Let's see what angel advice is here. I just heard that 6 wants to get in on this data. 6, do you have anything for Gemini, lady?
Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
So now you have become the very thing you've sworn to destroy. Anything else, 6?
That's a lot of damage.
One more, 6.
Enemy spotted.
Ooh, shit. That was okay. Let's go for the angel advice. Gemini. So time is a part of this. Maybe there's some creative action that needs to happen. You may need to be quiet, be still for a little while, and think of all the options available to you. I see a desired forced ending, but being stuck in the unknown. This is a time where your intuition won't hurt nothing. You can use that. You are going through a challenge, but I do see options here. But it requires really looking at the big picture, like going up to Mount Everest to see the bigger picture. Then my card of law and order is here too. Hey, on the positive side, my card of pussy control is here. This is about mastering the self to achieve harmony, right? Freedom. Somewhere inside of you is already the answer to this. It has to say, okay. Oh. What I hear is this correlates with your skill set. The answer is within your skill set. I don't understand that at all, sorry. Something empowers you here, but remembering the remember the value of self, remember your divinity. There's also forgiveness to be dealt with here too, whether you need to forgive yourself for getting yourself into the sticky, gooey situation or what. Forgiveness does need to happen. You may need to forgive your person for just taking advantage of you. That might just be how they live. But whatever it is, it's about easing you too. So you've experienced this duality of the other. So now you got these people who are under one roof going against each other, right? You're becoming more aware of the others. Oh boy. I just saw an image of like two kids playing and somebody pushing someone down the slide too hard. This is about discipline. So you're having an experience. You'll know what walls not to walk into in life later, for sure. Test keeps coming up for you. This pop quiz is about the lesson. And learning to hear people differently. This is about growth, though. This is growth, wisdom. Putting your emotions to the side at this time, I feel like will really help you. Like, however you're feeling, the anxiety, the anger, whatever, put it in the box. It's time to think, like, oh, I had the word and I lost it. It was something military. But it's logic, it's preparation, it's preparing to go into not physical battle, but I lost the word, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, your guides want you to be aware of your experience at angel school. You are a spirit guide having a human experience, unless you choose to roll over and go back to sleep like the others. So remember your higher self, and you will have to, okay. Remember your innocence. You will have to put your emotions to the side to come from a place of logic. So, do that. Monroe. Monroe marks. Monroe marks. Are you in here still? Many blessings to you, Gemini lady. Gotta love the Gemini. Monroe marks, please focus on your query. Your question, please. No need to type it in. Just focus. I think yes or no questions. If it goes further into angel guidance advice, I'll do that. So focus on your yes or no question. And when you feel focused, type OK into the chat. Okay. Monroe, your answer is yes with a blank. Something is good, value, awareness, higher self, all that jazz. Sorry, I'm watching my monitor to see, watching my TV to see what's coming up. Okay, so it's a yes, and there's a blank card. So it's yes with along with choice, a new path, a new road, new world maybe. Rupali, are you still here? Thank you for subscribing, Lena. JK, if you're still here, I'll get to you also. Banka, if you're still here, what comes through is about your test and why do you care? Something you can't let go of for some reason. Thank you, Gemini lady. JK, focus on your yes or no question. JK, focus on your yes or no question. When you feel focused, type OK in the chat. So your answer is a yes and get ready, but in front of it is some type of test. Based on what you've learned about your thoughts, wishful thinking is here. So your question is about something you need to get ready for. I don't think you're asking your question honestly or you're putting other data in there. Because there's a lot coming out here. And it's all choice. And while there's something you want, there is a blockage from it because something is being denied or someone's being ignored. False truth at the bottom. So You're either not asking the question correctly, or you got a lot of stuff going on in your background, or you've asked the question several different ways. But if you think you didn't, it's a yes. But your yes comes out as a choice and requires preparation. Okay. Hello, Lena. The night's going okay. How's yours? Banka, if you don't understand the reading, just rewind. See what I said. Monroe, there's tons of videos on YouTube. That'll give you a way better description than I could in a few minutes. Okay. As my dog bursts into the room. Sit. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now you're going to hear some snoring because my gigantic dog is in the room, so I apologize. Ariane, thank you for subscribing. Ariane? Hope I'm saying your name correctly. All right. 1 second. Ariane, please focus on your question and bring it down to one question. You got a lot of stuff going on in there. When you're focused on your question, Ari, type OK in the chat. Lena, the answer to your question at this time is somebody's not making the moves to make whatever this is happen. If you're space between yourself and another, you guys aren't really testing the waters to make anything work. It could happen, but this feels like a requirement of more than one person to get involved. If you're not with your person, they may be exploring other things. Maybe you should be too. Ari, are you ready? Orion, are you ready? If not, I move on. Yeah, Moose is noisy. Wait till the snoring starts. Okay, Lena, I do believe I answered your question. Lena, there's a test that one of y'all is refusing to take as awareness. During this time of separation, you may not be good at listening. Your person has the potential to return. as you have a potential for a return to each other. But not at this time. It may maybe because money issues can be exploratory issues. But whatever it is, it takes both people coming together. And I don't see that. I see separation. I see somebody choosing to not go back in at this time. Turn it right side up so you can see it. At this time, it's not a blessing for you because maybe there's greater value in self, in you, that you need to find before you have someone else put value to you. And you're letting someone else give you value by looking for them. What about you? I'm going to stop there, Lena. Jake, who else? I'm sorry if I skipped over anyone. Sometimes I take your data as I see you. Don't be offended. I don't like the list thing because everybody shouldn't. It's not a magic trick. So everybody shouldn't just get a reading because you just popped up. I wouldn't be able to do anything having to work like that. That would become a problem. Sorry. Monica. Monica, focus on your question. You didn't get skipped. I take you when I take you. I answer the question when it's time. Whenever it happens. Focus on your question, please, Monica. Good night, Monroe. Rest well, goddess. Monica, focus on your question. You're asking a question with way too much ego right now. Confusion. Let's see. Monica, pass her exam. So the answer is yes. And you have, there's some major anxiety about the test. You're really I'm not going to tell you to don't stress. I don't think you can. How do you tell somebody that? But I'm going to say it anyway. Stop stressing so much. And the word that keeps coming to me is humility. Humility. I don't know why. Humility. That's the word I hear. Is this a test about health or something? Uh, if you're not if the question isn't about health testing. So I hear a secret to be revealed. So there's a waiting time and you don't like to wait. That makes sense. Sure. You have some lessons here. What I just got the sense of, did you do what it takes to make sure that this wasn't a question? Testing at the bottom of the deck. Yes, testing. I think you should stop stressing so much. You'll be okay. Yeah. You're creating stress for yourself. Knock it off. I get this desire. You're. Was the question pass or fail? I don't have pass or fail cards. Thank you, Gemini lady. You have a wonderful evening, day. You need to get dressed. Okay. Thank you for being here, goddess. Okay. Monica, I've said this already. Yes. How many different ways do you want me to flip it? I say yes. You're stressing. Do you know that word is? Stressed out. Stress. Get some rest. Minoxy. I don't know how to pronounce that name at all. Double M. I don't do time readings. There are other readers who will do stuff like that. I ain't one of them. I don't like to do those. I'm doing yes or no. What's at the bottom of the screen? Will Trevor wake up soon? Not sure if I want to answer that one. Asia, there's no list. I take energy as I see them. Moonlight. Moonlight, I gotta tell you, I don't want to answer your question. I don't want to say anything personal or go further than that. I don't think a rando yes or no chat is fair. I think if this is the kind of reading you seek, maybe you should have something where you can ask other questions. Because what I'm pulling out of this is variable data. So you either have so much going on emotionally and mentally right now that the data's all over the place, and what I'm seeing I don't want to read. So I'm sorry, I'm a remote viewer. There's some energies and some data I simply want to be careful with what I say. I know. I'm like, and to be fair to you and family, child, I don't feel like it's a reading I want to do like that. Nonetheless, love your child, love your family. But I think I'm slightly torn on your data. I'm a remote viewer before a tarot reader or fortune or any of the other titles that are used here on YouTube. So my data is a little more militant. It's I like to be less emotional about what I put out or what data I'm working with. So I think you have a lot of data coming through just in the few cards I'm looking at. And so my first, what I do is I sense energy. We sense location, energy, events. I don't enjoy human emotion in that way. So I really like to keep things that's me trying to keep my own energy in balance. So I see you have a lot of emotional stuff that, there has to be a period of strength. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can give you out of this. You know what? Let's go angel guidance cards. For you, Moonlight. What do you need to know about this card? So, Moonlight, if you're still here, I'll try to run through this quickly. At this time, you are strengthening your empathic skills and all this. Your awareness is getting stronger. What's going on in the universe around you right now is about freedom. And I do see stability. Stability, the word here. But I see this period of the unknown. I see a period of waiting forever. I see someone who needs to clear their mind. And a lot of talk of plans, a lot of planning happening. A lot of mental health that needs to happen. A lot of mental I don't know what the word is. But a lot of emotional support is what you need at this time. Hi, Eskimo. Ooh-wee. Sorry, that was really heavy. Listen, you guys, some data, I'm a remote viewer. I will kind of step back on topics that are a little beyond my, emotional abilities. So I want to kind of work with getting your data to where you're stronger, because you are going through some stuff too, and you need support and to be heard and rest, sanity. Some data I want to be very careful. So we're all saying a prayer for you. And you will be okay. Ooh, 6, can you help with this? Lightening the data, please.
And once again, asking for your financial support.
Okay. Anything else?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Sure thing. Anything else, 6? Moonlight. Goddess, please go take, I know everybody ain't rich, but if there's something you can do that is of ease to your soul and mind, please fucking do it. Literally, like, I feel your energy to the point I'm sweating right now. I have under boob sweat. So your energy is enough that I'm gonna like, ooh, you're carrying a lot of emotion. And that could be coming from things like not getting your rest, worrying, over-worrying, thinking, overthinking, talking about the exact same thing over and over again. And I know how that's unavoidable, but there has to be some sanity and help for you, because your energy is a part of it too, all the way. I just heard something, so I also asked too. I'm telling you, I keep getting the energy of clarity and peace and sanity for your mind, because you may have some healing hands. You may have healing energy in you that gets swept under the rug or unrealized at this time because of stress. I feel like something about getting rest. Maybe you get a download, or I don't know what all comes out of that. This is like long reading stuff. I'm sorry. But definitely take care of you also. Most importantly. Okay. Everyone take a nice relaxing breath. Because if I can't shake that anxiety, I'm about to light 2 cigarettes. Goddess Moonlight, you're going to be okay. All right. Gita. Hello, Gita. Hello, Lynn. Apologies for seeing y'all so late. But Moonlight, get your some rest. So important. 6, you got any data?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Sometimes 6 is quite profound. Anything else, 6? Reset. Okay, Gita. Gita, focus on your question. So I feel like your person's is torn to contact you, but because of something or another, it feels like they was gonna, but then no. And whatever you did or whatever event happened before the quiet space between you two, it was a catalyst to the silence, right? That's what kind of made this happen. So now it's a pause because of the loud or the whatever you did. How about that? So your action right now is the primary action. It's the last thing that this person is left with. They're moving in a place of ego. And now, because of the quiet space, you have targeted levels of focus. I think if you're not going to make certain moves or whatever whatever happens, someone has now no fucks to give. Something one of you two said was untrue and that's why you stopped talking or something. And now someone's feeling blocked. So it's two egos. Two egos all wrapped up in self. That person wants you to behave a certain way, and you want them to behave a certain way. And you're ignoring and denying each other while probably wanting the exact same thing. So this is called maturity. Will Gita's person respond? Well, if Gita makes the contact to talk to her person. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that. So no, this person isn't going to respond well, and it's okay because you've already dealt with this person's shitty responses. So this card doesn't belong in this deck, but it was just there. I'm taking it. So who do you love, Gita? Who do you love? Because right now you're loving this other person more than yourself. You're putting more passion into this person more than yourself. And you're going back and forth. So you're making your own cycle, making your own infinite loop of data. You're losing trust in yourself and the decisions you make. I don't know if you know what double dutch is, Gita. Is it jump ropes? But they use two jump ropes. That's the picture I see of someone using 2 jump ropes, waiting to jump back in, and forgetting that you don't have to jump, and that your love is not a game, your friendship isn't a game. So, which one of you is playing games? And who's being honest about that? Gita. Gita, your guides want you to. Oh, okay. Well, then there's that. Your guides want you to complete this fucking cycle. Let this person go. You need to heal. You want to be with somebody who cooperates, not makes you wonder, right? Your rewards are on the other side of this healing time. In the meantime, love yourself. This space between you and this person gives you divine vision. Divine vision isn't the same thing as hope. You need to get out of that. You need to have hope for yourself going into the future. Right now is about getting stable. Getting situated is what I hear. I see something about a room design or cleaning up a room or something to do with your own space. I don't fucking know. Anyways, right now you're supposed to be applying logic here, right? You can see visible successes around you, but you don't recognize it as such because you're just focused on the past. Ew. You need to be focused on your health, but that's got to come out as a choice. What about your health? What about your mind, body, and soul? Your guides are assisting you right now with a little bit of awareness if you're paying attention. Because this came out as a choice, you should also protect yourself from negative people, negative energy, negative people with negative fucking thoughts. They impact your health. They don't like themselves. So how can they like you? Okay. I know it hurts, Keita. This is a part of waking you up, though. If dealing with somebody who isn't for you, you know, how else is the universe supposed to tell you to move on? And the universe is going, your universe, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in. Your tests return. By experiencing that thing again, you can look through the window now and say, wait a minute, if that person really was going to match the love I can give, they wouldn't have me sitting here wondering. They wouldn't have you sitting here forgetting how awesome you are. They wouldn't have you going through that. Okay? These aren't long readings, though. They're short readings. So, you got to pull yourself out of that cycle of thought. If your person is for you, you need to be looking at them through clear vision. Right? Is that at long distance? Come on. I mean, if that's it, you're fantasizing. You can wait for this person forever then. Why get a reading? Just wait forever. Just wait. Okay. Lynn Williams. I'm doing yes and no questions. And please, hello, anyone new to the chat. Just because you typed out your question doesn't mean I'm answering it. So please relax. And when I see your name, I will call you based on what I see you doing in the chat. If your ass is cutting up and just dumping your question in the chat like, hey, 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 I'm on purpose not going to read you next. It's kind of rude. Anyways, so just, you know, when you see me put the cards away, then you can, or at least have some patience with me, please. I'm a slow reader. Okay, Len. Focus on your question, please. You can ask it to yourself, and then I'll pull the yes or no. You want to? This is a yes with strings attached. So I'm going to assume this has to do with time and work. Or perhaps logistically, financially, it doesn't work at this time for you to move. Are you still looking for a place? I see there being some okay. Maybe you're not asking your question the right way. Thank you, Liz. Maybe you're not asking your question the right way, but I see you. Maybe you're just halfway through the potential of this, or the maybe you don't like what you're looking at yet. Oh, you know what? Len, 1 second. I want to do a little experiment with your data. Okay, just if it's clear, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So what I see at this point is something that isn't working, or you don't like what you see. Perhaps the places you're looking at aren't appealing to you, aren't clean enough, or like there's service issues. Something to do with, it feels like you don't like what you see. Something to do with work, so perhaps you're moving for work reasons. The word private sector. What is that song? Downtown. Downtown. Something. I don't know that song. Down on Skid Row. This is from Little Shop of Horrors. What is that, Data? Little Shop of Horrors. Downtown. Something, something. Where does something go? I said downtown. Oh, well, now I gotta watch Little Shop of Horrors. Thanks. Something about greater value on the across the other side of town. Someplace different. Someplace you've been before. Or you're thinking about going somewhere you've been before. This is road travel. To get there, could be very long distance. I don't know why I get the I get the energy of a friend assisting you, finding a place, spot. I don't know which one of these I heard, spotter or squatter. I don't know which one I heard. I don't want to say like there will be a guess. I'm just being very fair with you and honest. I heard something between spotter and squatter. Be very mindful of whatever you're looking at if you are single. I feel like that's an important thing to your social status has something to do with where you live or where you should move to. Something to do with borders and gates. Bored, amusement. Does that have something to do with it? Like, will you be bored? Bored. Or is it border? Don't do anything solely online that you haven't seen on the inside. I see 2 buildings here. So it could be a place with multi-levels that you end up in. Interstate, highway. Feels like a place with a view. Mountain, perhaps, where you are, or going, you may be going towards some place with a view, mountain. So, transfer. Affects more than one. Affects more than one. Boy, you just gotta figure out which direction you want to go in, huh? Some people are not going to be happy that you're leaving them behind. Why is that? Ew. What I'm getting is some type of mailing list. I'm getting is some type of mailing list. Maybe there's something online that you see. Yeah, be careful. Ooh, maybe you need like a scout. Someone to make sure. You need a scout. Running out of time, I see that. Don't make any quick decisions. Yeah, be careful on the quick decisions. Moving on from that data. I don't know who the BPG name is, but I'm sorry, dear. See the name right there? Everybody. So, I have to block that. So if your name is a distraction, I'm sorry. That's not what we're doing here. I'm sure your name is cool in the gaming community, but I can't. Come on. Who's Tara G? R.D. Tarot. Tara, Tara G. I'm trying to figure out what you're writing there. You're asking if she and Lynn. Wait. I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. Why are you asking if they're having an affair? Michigan? Please explain what you were typing to R.D. Tarot. Everybody else stop putting stuff in the chat. Tara, what were you... I'm trying to just get clear on what was going on right there with your R.D. Tarot. I heard that you... Can you clarify that for us? Oh. Okay, Tara. Is it okay if we don't do that? Because I'm going to read that wrong. Like I'm reading it wrong right now. Just felt messy. And to those who don't understand, I can't tell if you're trolling or what, you know? Is that cool? Like, maybe you tease her on her channel if she's cool with that. But to me, I don't like the way it looks. Okay? Newton. Why did I skip your question? How old are you, Newton? Sorry if I feel bad? Is that what you wrote? Do you think I feel bad, or I'm just trying to make sure you're not going after people who are in the chat? And I recognize R.D. Tarot's name because she is in the chat on occasion. So I don't know, like, just don't want no smoke in the chat, okay? Guys, just because you keep repeating the question doesn't mean I'm going to answer it. Okay, let's move into some data. 6. I feel like you're about to get in on this data. What you got? You got a message? Because I'm hearing some things. I feel like Eskimo's feeling some things too. 6, you got any data?
And once again, asking for your financial support.
What is it? Anything else?
I'll have two number nines, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, two number 45s, one with cheese, and a large soda.
Anything else? 6. Okay, Terry. I want to clear the data out with my own brain. So I'm going to do a quick miniature collective for a second. I don't know whose data this is, but I need to get it out. This could be for anyone in this chat at this time. Anyone at Somebody in this room, whoever you are, it's a test that needs to be taken in life. It's a test with an alert. Warning, warning, warning. Someone's experimental in nature, has a little bit of trouble controlling themselves, thinks a little bit too much of themselves, could be childish in nature, should be doing better, not. More of an exploratory person. Again, same cards come out twice, someone who really needs to experiment. We get the 11 here twice, lots of one action. Could be the action of someone who's being a follower. Both flipped over. So we get the impulsive one. We get the one who lacks experience, maybe a seeker of knowledge, but refuses to take those tests for themselves. The tests bookend quite actually here. So at the beginning, we have a test of opportunity, awareness, higher learning, enlightenment. But the test is, well, it's still there at the end of the data. Because somebody doesn't like to fucking listen. Now, whoever this is, they may have a kind heart. They have kind heart potential, but they're a little bit fucking touchy. They disguise themselves as being aware, elegant, higher levels, yet spend a lot of time in the mind thinking. Their sexuality at this time is unclear because probably a little bit on the shy side where that is concerned. 1 comes back, so we go from 0 to 1. The one who thinks way too much of themselves while still trying to decipher the value of themselves. This person may be working on their self-esteem, not always comfortable with their loneliness, but spend a lot of time alone. Let me get the pop quiz right here. And this comes right back. Oh boy. Look, just not listening. Oh boy. So, what I hear too is also caution for whoever is here needing this lesson at this time. I'm not going to say humility, but that is kind of the word I was going for right there. Somebody is lacking in action, missing out on valuables of the self. Why is that? Because someone chooses not to take an action. Oh boy, somebody thrives in their fucking absence of logic. They really do well at beginning bad cycles. Some might refer to them as a bit of a fire breather. Hard to do that while you're sitting on a fucking couch all day. This person may like to explore, again, needs to experiment. This motherfucker can stay mad for a long time, that one comes back. But in reverse now, this person enjoys role play without really understanding the value and the cost of their own wasted time. This person presents themselves as honest, but they're a whole fucking liar. And they enjoy the being theatrical, right? In adulthood, if they ever get there, this person will be seen as an immature partner in relationships. They may be open to trying a lot of unusual fucking things along the way, too. They thrive on fun, and that eventually runs out when it's time to pay bills, is what I'm saying. The problem with this person is they spend a lot of time attempting to acclimate to whatever they can do to be just like the others. This will get this person into a lot of fucking trouble. They may end up being used. This person may also come across as a bit of a lone wolf, quiet one. Deal with a lot of anxiety. And a lot of this comes from probably a person who experiences a lack of loyalty, a lack of true, foundation around them. This person should be very cautious in love and in life. They may find themselves in situations where someone, I'm not saying who goes above and beyond, to be the people pleaser, giving so much of themselves that they lose themselves. This person may also turn to bottling their emotions, experimenting with things to try to take the edge off. Good luck with that. Won't happen because you're going to spend a lot more time being insecure. This person is going to walk through life feeling like they know more than others. Good luck with that also. While skipping out on the most important lessons and their divinity. This is a person, okay, I don't care who this is in the room. I don't give a fuck. Don't overvalue others. This can be also what I'm feeling, idolatry. Even if it's standing in the mirror. That will be expensive. Putting this data away. All right. I don't know who that was for. I ain't clarifying nothing. I just had some extra data and I needed to get it off my chest. Okay. So fire. All right. Let's do this because I'm kind of wrapping this up. I gotta wrap this up, you guys. So let's do 3 more questions. Who's still here? I'll do 3 more questions, and that is that. So fire, what are tests? Tests are awareness. Tests are opportunities to move into the next cycle of life. Or you got an ex, you won't let them go. So you don't move on to the new cycle where you meet your king or your emperor because you're still focused on the ex. Okay. Tara, if you're still here. Are you? Tara, so fire. And I can't pronounce your name either. Muskan, bra. Most Canberra, your answer at this time is it's yes 2 ways, but right now it's got strings attached to it. Could be from a lack of action or somebody who just is coming across not focused. Can be your questionable yes or your yes with strings attached. Can be because of someone's energy towards the situation. So at this time, the answer is no, because your yes is in reverse. It's due to the actions of something to do with a masculine energy. The desired answer is yes, but right now, no. Somebody's destructive. You're welcome. MR Deep Capricorn. You guys don't have to write the person's sign in there. I swear you don't. Ritu. Just focus on your person. Ritu. So your answer is no at this time, no love. And your answer is also no, and it's okay. But it was in reverse, so you won't think that's okay, but it is okay. The answer is no at this time. So fire. What and when will you move into a leveled up cycle of good? That's not a yes or no question. That is not a yes or no question. You're welcome, Ritu. Rupali, are you still here? So fire, if you want to come up with a yes or no question, I can answer that. Brenda, will you meet someone soon? So you guys have to be careful how you... Will you meet someone for love? Will you meet someone at the store? Will you meet someone as you cross the street? Focus on your question. This is why I don't like you guys to write your questions in the chat. Focus on your question, Brenda. Just focus on your question. See, stuff like this comes out. Wow. So the ultimate answer is yes. It comes out upright. There will be masculine energy coming your way soon, but you may be right now in a place where you're kind of like avoiding error, trying not to. You may be being picky. Very picky. Because you know your self-worth. You may be putting a lot of expectations into who you want. But the pop quiz came out for you in reverse. So you're kind of maybe going, you have some baggage, or you have some emotional blockages, or maybe you just don't go outside. But there's something that you're not doing to move forward. It's old behavior from the past. And you're not doing that now. So you're creating kind of, it's not a block, but it's a lot of expectations. But ultimately, the answer is yes. Okay? Not right now, though. So maybe you gotta go outside or something. Minoxie, double M, MM. Are you still here? Double M, are you still here? Focus on your question, please. You don't need to type it in. Just ask the question to yourself. So your no comes in upside down, right? In the 4, we get love, but that's in reverse, so maybe you're kind of, what are you trying to attract? You're not moving towards anything. Yeah, okay, so you're kind of trying to sculpt and craft exactly what you want. And that comes out here. So right now, the answer is no. You want love, but maybe you're putting too many rules on it. You haven't worked on it. Or you have high expectations. Are you being honest about? Do you know for sure what you really want? What you're asking for? Yeah. Something to do with health. Something you want because you want this type of person because there's something to do with health. But it's somewhere between health and ego. Okay. You want a beautiful prince to ride up on a horse, and you want, do you really want to get married, or do you want to be in love with someone for the rest of your life? Those aren't the same things. Marriage isn't, the marriage can be just the event, but do you see this person for the rest of your life? 50 years? What if you live till you're like 150? Do you want to look at this type of person every day? Have you had, are you sure? Make sure you're sure. What if you're too good for the person you're thinking of? Is that possible? It might be possible. 6, you got anything to add to double M's data?
No.
Oh, you're...
This isn't how you're supposed to play the game.
Anything else, 6?
Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Yeah, I think you should definitely take your time. Make sure that's the person you want to see for 150 years. You can totally, though, hey, look, you know what you can do? I'm going to hook you up. Double M. Get your friends or get a date. Or you can do it by yourself or with family. Take family, it'd be easier. Take a close family person, and you guys go to the bridal shop and see if you could try on some dresses. And then you stand in the mirror with the bride dress on and you take some pictures. And then you learn how to Photoshop the picture out and you put yourself in the wedding next to all of your favorite celebrities. And then you don't have to suffer being with the wrong person for 150 years. Take your time. Take your time. Tamara, are you still here? And yes, I agree with that, Eskimo. Marriage is very optional. But maybe putting on the wedding dress means you might look good. I don't know. If I were so brave, I would try something like that just for the pictures. Tamara, okay. Focus on your question. Don't type it in. Just focus on your yes or no question. And I'll do yes or pull a yes or no for that. See, look, so fire popping. It might be therapeutic. Mm-hmm. See? Just go try on some wedding dresses. And tell the lady that you're going to be getting married in 3 months. That way they give you really good service, right? Try on a couple of dresses, walk back and forth, take some video, get it out of your fucking system. They probably have apps on your phone that'll do the same thing too, but maybe the dress is more fun. All right, Tamara, focus on your question. Tamara, I'm sorry, focus on your question. Oh, the chunks. Something you're wishing for, Tamara, at this time, it's a yes. Well, it's all yes across the board. But the first yes is with strings attached. So you could be waiting for someone else to bring you to the yes place. This could be insecurity, being scattered in thought. Let me get yes, but why? That's a question for you to ask. But it's about the self over the passion. It can be that. It can be about the higher self or giving yourself value and worth or being aware of yourself, and perhaps destructive energy too, whether it's your destructive energy or someone else's. Yes is here again. This is about money, growth. Now I hear Biggie Smalls. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Oh, maybe someone listen to that. I don't know. Okay. That card, why do you care? Clarify that. Can you focus on it? Okay. So the card that just pops out after is avoid the error, avoid an error. It's a no. This is a card that says no, avoid an error. Value of self. Because the card came in reverse though, this can be the card of being, maybe you're concerned if they're lying, but in the coloring it's a two-faced. It's evil person. It's what I just heard is the calm before the storm. No, and bad luck comes out. Okay. Let's just see. Can you Focus on a picture of your person, please. Tamara. I just need you to see a picture of your person in your head, or if you have a picture of them, that's cool too, but I just need you to see a picture of them in your head right now. Seven is really with you here in more ways than one. Wow. All right, I'll just tell you what I see. If it's wrong, I hope it is. I hope it is. I don't like your person. That's not for me to fucking do though. So I apologize for that. But I don't like your person. I don't like whoever you're thinking of here in this person. It's almost like an opportunistic something fill in the blanks. There's a lot of expectations, feels like entitlement. It's working or preying on someone's insecurities or believing that you see someone's insecurities. So it's someone who has options, but maybe choosing the one that they can have greater control over. It's a cycle. It's a beginning of a cycle to Sparta kick yourself down the rabbit hole. Anyways, oh God. Okay. It feels like an energy that changes. It feels like an energy that comes in like a breeze, but in the middle it turns into a tornado, and then at the end it's a hurricane. It feels like the potential for for options to be a part of the relationship. Maybe y'all get freaky like that. That's none of my business. But you have the male energy looking for someone to follow them around into a cycle. Big head ego. Little body output. And I don't mean that in a physical sense in any way. I'm just saying looks good, but is not going to be as productive as you think. Maybe this person has some more growing up to do. You do too, perhaps. You guys are each other's lessons, though, because these two fell out on top of each other. So the experiences of one can be the experiences of others, right? In life, you guys become each other's obstacle. Have fun, though. This person, one of y'all is going to be insecure in the relationship. One of you will be unreliable. One of you is going to be combative because you don't like what the fuck you see. There's insecurity, and this person isn't going to know how to heal your insecurity. You may get so swept up, you forget to heal your insecurities. You have concerns, and they're logical. It's all logical concern, and you're asking questions. That's an awakened state. That's high intellect. And hate to say this about whoever your person is, this person has you operating in a lower intellect. So, this person This person will function well if you function on their level. This is a type of test in love interest. So I don't know any. Okay. Something that you're focused on in this person mimics something from youth, your younger years, much younger. Make sure you're not, okay. What's all at the bottom? Make sure you're not replicating stuff you've seen other people do that also didn't work. Just be careful of that part. Do you have to learn? Yeah, you might. I don't know if you need to suffer through it. Awareness is why you're getting the lesson. Awareness, discernment. Just because somebody presents themselves to you doesn't mean that they're the ones for you. So the lessons have to do with seeing what's right for you, your divine vision, being strong enough. Ooh. So your question was, do you have to learn this lesson? There's your answer. Look what's at the bottom. It's about your health. So maybe you're attracting, somebody who is bad for your health in a variety of ways you may not know yet. And you wouldn't know that, you wouldn't know that without having that intuition. You're using your intuition. And the intuition comes in asking those extra questions. Why is the motherfucker? Some don't feel right. Oh. So I mean, hey. So there it is. You can have those lessons. And the cards are only going to give, at least from my experience, the cards are only going to say no so many times before it starts saying yes. Because at a certain point, you're not coming from a place of logic when you ask the question. You're not clear when you ask the question. If you dream and fantasize or you're hurting while trying to ask certain things, like eventually the cards are just going to start mimicking the data you wish and desire. So fire. Yes, you can ask a question. He's cut. Tamara says he's cut. Okay. Whatever you decide to do. I think hey, listen. There's a lot of time warping tests that you could easily go into. Surabhi Sharma. Who is eating? I am hungry. I am hungry. I want something with rice and some type of beef meat or something. I'm sensing this. Okay. Who's eating? Okay. So far, focus on your question. Focus on your yes or no question. Just focus on it. You don't need to type it out. RDIM. I didn't understand IM. Okay, that threw me off. So fire. For your yes or no question, 2 cards come up. You keep asking something. You're not asking the right question, or you keep asking the exact same wrong question. And then there's don't test. Blockages. Blockages and wavy shit. Getting to the 5, which is your confusion. Sorry, I'm watching the TV. This shit is blurry. The TV looks blurry. Okay. So you have some confusion going on. It's confusion. But the answer is a yes. I see time running out or time being of the essence. Or you asked your question in a whole bunch of different ways. One of the two. I think you asked your question with distraction going on around you. Or you asked it several different ways. Let's try again, Sophire. Simplify your question. Just make it real simple. Short. Thank you, Yamini. I see what you put. Okay, Sophire, you must have shortened that one. So it's you shortened it a little bit because it's a yes and a yes. Yeah, they're going in multiple directions. You could be like overthinking, spinning, overthinking, 2 sides of the coin, multiple things to consider. But time becomes like time. What's going on with time? Running out of time. Time is frozen, not in progress. I don't know why time keeps coming back here for you. Maybe time to get honest about something. There's a pop quiz or moving on to a next cycle. Closing out a cycle. There's your cycle. And this was, now I hear air supply. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. That is gooey. I'm putting this away. I don't know what your question was. Okay. You're welcome, Sophia. Everyone like, comment, subscribe. Danelius? I cannot pronounce your name. RD. Okay. RD, focus on your question. Danelius. My apologies. Danelius. Okay. Six. You got any data? I sense that. Anything else? Anything else?
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games. Because this is what it does. It feels like the male fantasy.
Okay. Focus on your question, RD Intuitive. Okay. It's yes, 888. This could be money, power. Could be a good cycle to get into. Somebody needing clarity from somebody. Somebody being unrealistic about something. Or being there's a half truth to your question. Or maybe somebody's telling you the half truth. Conversations to be had. Targeted focus on maybe somebody not carrying responsibility. I don't know why I had a word drop off right there. I knew they wanted to say it, just didn't come out. I'm sorry. There it I know that's not the song. Level 42. Lessons in Love. But it's weird. All the things that we were building, we'll never use them. Could be better, should be better. Listen to love. Do you know how old that song is? This song, I suddenly started hearing a song that's like, the song's got to be at least 30 years old. At least. Okay. Sorry, RD, one more. You need to focus on yeah. Oh, RD, what are you doing? Did you forget? We're in angel school, and I think you're goofing off over there, RD. Are you goofing off? Let me put my cards in the wrong place. Okay. Are you goofing off over there? Thinking about the past? All right. Be careful. Your subconscious may be taking your focus, and maybe trying to express it as a desire, something you really want. So if that's not the intention, be careful about how much you're thinking about it. What this time is supposed to do for you, though, all coming out as choice, is supposed to put a little rocket fuel into you and get you moving, spark inspiration, time for yourself, getting closer to your God or your source. There's a new beginning your guides want you to be working on. But that requires, well, it doesn't require, but the new beginning is focusing on you. In your past person was the yin and the yang, right? You guys were together, but then suddenly the togetherness was like opposite. You were together, but opposites. So in that moment, in that time, or in that situation, it was about you just becoming aware of the others and the different variables and humans that you have to work with, right? Blessings and lessons. So be careful of the cycle you're having trouble letting go of. It comes back out through. Look at that. So I would say you got some stuff going. Some starts. Every time opportunity shows up at the front door, you kick it in the nuts and shut the door. Your guides want you to get your booty on the path, right? So you have to bring it into your fixed focus. Stop hiding yourself. Okay, stop holding yourself back. Something new you'd like to do for happiness? Well, you need to do it. Because right now you're choosing to bring that energy back in. And even if it isn't your ex, it will be someone just like that person coming right back in. So none of what you thought is as real, right? So it's you that kind of has to let go of the cycle. And you have to decide it's over. If that person deserves to be with you, they need to do some serious work to deserve. They need to deserve to be in your space. And they have to show that. You have to feel it. Never question it. That interrupts the work you're here to do for the others. So you're here to do bigger work for the others, right? Helping, reading, whatever light you bring, even if it's just you're a nurse, you're a doctor, even if you just open the door for people, whatever work you're here to do for the others, you get punished when you go off path for yourself for too long and you fix your focus on somebody too hard. As a remote viewer, I think of this type, your data like math. 1 + 1, 2. You get this it's you and your other person. You guys get together, you got 2. And then you spend time together and you become a part of each other's math. Now it becomes subtraction when you fight. Now it becomes subtraction when you don't work things out. Now it becomes multiplication with kids. And then some subtraction because you and him ain't work shit out. Do you see? And over time, then you have other problems, job loss. Maybe the sex goes bad. They cheat. You cheat. Whoever. Now it turns into division, multiplication. Somewhere along the way, algebra strips naked and hops into that data. What the fuck? Like, no. Let's keep the math simple. It's plus, it's minus. What are they? Are they plus or are they minus? Because if it's minus, you're not allowed to sit around on that data. You can't. That's your math. Now with subtraction in it. So why that? And that's your energy going through subtraction when what you were looking for was addition. So once you get a hold of that data, you go, wait a minute. I don't want you fucking my math up. Can't fuck my math up. My shit was simple before your dumbass got here. Now you're gonna throw some algebra and some calculus? No. You just want to have a good time, feel good, be in love. That is not calculus. Not calculus, not math, not trigonometry. It's not any of that. So, but it becomes that if you let it, especially when you have a bigger work to do. Sorry. Okay. All right, for everyone else, please like, comment, and subscribe. It is late. 3 hours. It never feels like it. You're welcome, Marty. I know it sucks. I don't know where. I listen. It's. I don't have any comments. I gave up on love many moons ago, especially once I started with the remote viewing. Like, because you have to be in such a strong emotional place as a reader, you have to be very careful who you let in your space. And all of us are readers. Eskimos are readers. We're all readers. But we don't read cards. We just, piece of paper, pencil. It's over here. That's how our data works. But if you have the wrong people in your space, you can't do the work. I'm sure Eskimo could tell you. Too much distraction in your space, it fucks with your data. Fucks with the math. And I think I consider that the punishment for the guides who are here to help others, but you're focused on your hoo-ha. You're focused on your gooey, sticky, what about me? Instead of being, what about source? What about all? What am I supposed to be doing over here? The person who belongs in your space is a person you're going to have something in common with. So who the fuck has something in common with our data? Who has something in common with data like ours? I'm still looking. I've resorted to trolling strangers because I know it just, that, hate to say it, like, I don't think you can do this work and just have anybody. You can't. You're going to pay. You sacrifice the work. Should you go for architecture? Is this a joke about erections coming up soon? No, I do think we're here to be of service, Eskimo, but I think you're allowed to have some enjoyment. I'm not skipping on that data, but I also understand that depending on the type of enjoyment, the more time I spend wrapped up in that enjoyment, the less I can be in that comfortable headspace where I can do the work. If you're focused on the hottie you was dry humping last night, you might not be in your best place for psychic work. So it's a trade. It's a trade-off. And it's balance. I think you can have what you want, but you got to find a guy that's going to make you good at this work. Not give it up. Unless it's what you want to do. None of my business. I don't know if I'd want to sacrifice what I'm doing right now for the unknown of somebody who isn't walking this path. Is the work more enjoyable? I don't know if it's enjoyment as opposed to answering questions. The work will be rewarding when I have sorted out all the data and I can do what I'd like to do with the data. I think that's where enjoyment comes in. For now, I'm more in a place of gratitude. Quiet gratitude with random moments of feminine outrage. Yeah. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up the playtime. Sorry, you guys, I've had allergies all day. Wind. I'm not going to give up my playtime. I still like dick. What are you talking about? No. But I can't go chasing after it either. So it's got to really be right place, right time. Okay, this works. I also have to be very comfortable with extracting people who I already know you on some bullshit. Okay. And you have to also, I don't know if this applies to everybody else, maybe just me. I'm very good at being indifferent. I don't know if that's a part of the work, but it damn sure helps. I'm very good at being indifferent. What do I mean indifferent? I'm very good at expressing how little I give a fuck. Even if I care, I need to be able to say, I don't give a fuck. Because if I like someone and they're doing the wrong thing, I can get thrown off. You can get thrown off the work for a couple of days, couple of years. You meet the wrong person, you start replicating and making babies, and they leave. Do you really think you're going to pick up the work again? You have to stress over the kids. You got to stress over what happened to that person. So, if you what do you love? Do you cherish the gift, or do you cherish the unknown in another person who may be having a sleepwalking experience through life? Looks good, feels good, smells good, fucks good, doesn't mean it's good for you. Maybe good for right now. Furniture. Sounds harsh, but that's why I whittle everybody down into software. You're like a poorly written script. Just a bad script code. Let me take a few of his bits and pieces out. Let me alter it so it's not using so much server and disk space. Let me not make such a heavy strain on the computer system because I'm sitting around over processing your stupid ass information. Why do all that? You're just a bad piece of software. Let me move this over here. Where do we put bad software, boys and girls? In the trash can. It is what it is. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. In fact, I think it comes with more power because they become furniture. You don't put your heart in it. Watch how fast they put their heart into you. 6, you got any data on that?
That's a lot of damage.
It is coming from me, for sure. Anything else? 6.
Enemy spotted.
I feel that too. I agree. 6, you got anything else? I feel like that was for Soulfire. I think you got to choose. What do you want? You want the gift or do you want the guy? I don't know if you can have both. If that person doesn't nurture this gift, if they don't nurture you, you'll lose it. I can assure you. Anything that you were going to grow into, expand upon. If in 10 years fire was going to be shooting out of the palms of our hands, you'd skip that chasing dick. So just better make sure your person is the person who deserves to be breathing your air. Period. And hey, listen, I never said it was gonna be easy. Maybe there's a certain type of person you could date, like somebody who's so shy they'll never talk back or question anything you have to say. I don't know. I think period, as you're doing the work. I sit here for so many hours a day. There's no way I could be a good girlfriend or wife. I couldn't. Now that I'm so far into it, I couldn't. I have enough time to. You take your pants off, stop talking. Okay, thanks. That was great. That's about enough. And please don't talk too much. Please don't talk too much. Let's just do it, and then you want something to eat? You want something to drink? Okay, cool. I gotta get back to work then. And I come right back. This is my first love. Well, no, Moose is my first love. So they're on the floor. And then the work. So I think you just have to decide. Hello, Liberty Lynn. Hello, Goddesses. Jessica. Hello, everyone. All right, you guys. That is 3 hours. That's a lot. I feel like I need a male slave underneath my desk. I could kick him in the nads, wake up a little bit more. Eskimo knows what I'm talking about. Just kick him in the nuts and go, okay, I feel better. Let's go for another hour. That is a whole different conversation we'll have another day when I know a little bit more about the ages of the women. Shree. I feel like I've said your name before. Thank you guys for subscribing. I don't want to answer any more questions. I was really done. But there's ladies in the room and I can't say no to the ladies. It's weakness. Okay. 2 more minutes. I see 3. Yes or no questions? Jessica, focus on your question. Jessica, focus on your question. Ask it to yourself. Don't type it out. Jessica, answer at this time is no. This may have something to do with overthinking, fears, insecurities. But you are seeking understanding at this time. Whatever it is, don't... I feel something about psychic gifts. Rose Lily, focus on your question, please. You don't need to type it. Just focus on your question. Just focus on your question. Rose Lily. The answer that comes out is no, not guilty. Something interesting. Not guilty. Someone being a martyr, sacrificing themselves or something. Jessica, focus on your question. I do not do general love readings. Not this fast in this type of setting. Jessica, you're asking about a love reading though? Just what came out? You're trying to avoid... Never mind. Lessons. You're trying to avoid something you're paranoid about. Are you paranoid about that thing because it's something you've done to someone else and you don't want it done to you? Your question about love, why do you care? No, I'm not taking requests. I was doing yes or no questions. No general reads. Vinod, should I go for architecture? That is not a question for the cards. That's a question up to action itself. You got to form your questions right. It's very easy to give you an incorrect answer if your question has a lot of room for variables or movement of self. It's like saying, am I going to get some ice cream in 30 minutes? Ask the cards. But I'm not getting up off the fucking couch. The ice cream's in the refrigerator. You just got to get up and go get it. So watch how you ask the questions. That can be everything. It could be the reason why you keep getting the same answer, but yet not seeing the answer come to pass. Will you be making money this week? Just focus on your question, Lulu. First two cards that come up. It's about your targeted focus. I see lots of yes, but there's variables. Maybe multiple sources of income. I just heard in motion. In motion. But something, is this new or being made up? Which one? There's some type of targeted focus here. So maybe you're asking your question in a wishful way. Sri Vidya. Huh. Okay, so Sri, you think your person's cheating, but that's what's in your head. That's why it's upside down. There's a belief in that. So, you said, is he loyal to you? Yes. You are correct. But your thoughts are that your person may be cheating. So, the card coming upside down, if you focus on stuff for too long, yeah, you'll be thinking that. It won't matter what the card says. Okay? So here, it's like you're losing some divinity. You wonder if there's an action going on. But at the same time, you're losing value of yourself. So you're kind of forgetting yourself. So when your person comes back around, or if they just make a phone call, you'll be feeling insecure. You think they cheat. You'll be thinking the worst. So getting a reading won't matter because you'll just be in that headspace that you think that they're doing something. It won't matter what the cards say. No contact for 2 months. That's wavy and confusing, yes. So you believe your person is impulsive. You think he is like the others. You think your person is just like all of the others. And that's not, I don't see that. I don't see them making those types of actions. I do see you being, I see you being very excessive and paranoid and a little off balance. Stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. Not going to help you sleep. And the less sleep you have, the more crazy you'll be about it. I don't see him cheating at this time. Doesn't mean he's going to be cheating later. I just don't, it didn't come out in the cards. But your thoughts come out in the cards. Your beliefs came out in the cards. You believe your person, you think that they might be cheating. It's coming out in the reading. So that's what's on your mind. So in a very short period of time, it won't matter what the cards say. You're going to believe whatever you believe. It won't matter. So that's up to you. I'm just trying to slow it down, shit. This is paranoia. That's the kind of paranoia that, creates problems in relationships. Someone told you in a reading that he's flirting. Okay. Flirting is not sex. And what is, okay, here's a question. How about this one's true? What is flirting to you? Don't type it out. And then what is flirting to the person who read those cards? What's your interpretation? What's theirs? Okay? Does that reader always give bad readings? I think there's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff you need to be careful with, including readings. Including readings. If you keep asking the same question over and over again, you're going to get a different answer. Because we all have different energy. What if, okay, if you're gay, cover your ears in this chat room. Sri, you asked me about your guy. What if I hated men? And I'm not dissing anybody's reading. Don't type no reader's name in the chat. Not dissing nobody's reading. But what if you asked me a question about a man and I hated men? Is it possible that I might give you a unhappy reading because I don't like men and you're a woman? And your words, it's a perfect time for me to come in and go, oh, he's cheating. Oh, look at these numbers. He is cheating on you. He's fucking your dog. He's fucking the neighbor and the mailman. What the fuck is that? So I'm only saying things, my cards are for consideration. I'm a remote viewer. I'm doing a whole different work, but I'm basing it around being able to accurately stretch out certain types of data. Okay? So I'm not saying you can't listen to anybody reading cards. There are plenty of accurate people. I like Tyler's Tarot. Tyler's Tarot. I love his energy. Okay? I love his energy. But am I going to put my life choices around the stuff he's saying? I'll take it into consideration. If some of the data matches, okay, cool. That speaks more to the data. But you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody gives you bad information. How much time did you spend focusing on that redirection or that misdirection? How much time did you lose believing what that person said? So, just the readings should only be for consideration, not strong fixed belief. It should be about improving you, not asking about someone else. You're asking about someone else because you've forgotten about you. You forgot about you. How does that happen? Right. So you haven't had any sleep. So now you're experiencing psychosis. Look it up. You're experiencing a form of psychosis. How could you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're sick or you're unwell or you hurt yourself because you're sleepy and you do something, are you really like, how are you going to be there for your guy? One, I think you need to get some sleep first. How about this? You get 2 days worth of sleep. Lay around, relax, get at least 8 hours of sleep for 2 nights. Come back, let's read, and then we'll go deeper on your reading. I'll try to remember this conversation. Come back and ask and see if your energy's different. Okay? But you if you're not around or you hurt yourself or if you leave this earth because you're not sleeping, that stuff happens, right? So get control of your mind. You have no guy if you're healthy. If you're unhealthy, I'm sorry. So you have to get healthy. If something bad happens to you, your guy may visit you in the hospital, but is that the goal? I don't think it is. And see what Eskimo wrote? No sleep, you get paranoid. So at least do some reading. At least do some reading about what's happening to your health with no week of sleep. Do yourself that before you go to bed. Go on Google and type in what happens when you don't sleep for a week. And then go to bed. Beth's Life. Hello. My readings are free, but I'm done for the night. Sorry, I can't read anymore. I have to stop. That's another thing too, knowing when to stop. Doesn't apply to everything like ice cream, because there I never know when to stop. But here I gotta stop. All right, guys. 6, do you have anything you want to say to everyone else in the room for spending so much wonderful time with us?
That's a lot of damage.
That is not nice, 6. Anything else?
Headshot.
Oh, God. Okay, how about something less dark?
Yeah, this big brain time.
Thank you. I don't know. 6 is old. All right. If you enjoyed this reading or you just enjoyed hanging out, I love you. Thank you. Please, guides. A lot of you are attracted. Please remember, you guys are attracted to this thing, the cards and the numbers. You're attracted probably because you're a little bit intuitive, probably a lot. Psychic and all that jazz. So you do need your rest. You do need your happiness. The happiness must come from you before anything or anyone else. Okay? So all my guides, with your big fucking focused brains, please get some rest. And some ice cream. Or some happiness. And then some sun. And stop focusing on elements outside of yourself until you get all this stuff settled first. Papari. You'll get married when you can see what's available for you. Not when you're ready to just take whatever's given. 6.
What's up, fuckers?
Right. You don't want to just be like, what's up, fuckers? Anybody? I'm out of here, y'all. The lion does sleep tonight. I love it. That's appropriate. Good enough. All right, you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Thank you for hanging out. As always, to all my guidesses and goddesses and guides. You are well. Thank you, Eskimo, for hanging as always. All right, y'all. And the lion does sleep tonight. I don't know how, though, with Moose over there passing gas. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.